Hey everybody. So the topic of today's video is one that as soon as I say out loud, I'm like, I wouldn't watch a video about this because it just sounds so cheesy and like woo-woo or something that the journey is as important as the destination. But I'm going to put it in terms of orgasm because I think that that's a really overused phrase that has lost all of its meaning, and it's actually incredibly important and something that I've been experiencing personally. So I gave a TED Talk last week, and what I got after I was done was that sure, I got to be up there for 7 minutes and talk to 800 people and do this thing that I've never come close to doing anything like it in my life. But actually the more impactful part, aside from that end result and then the video clip that I'll get to show you guys after in a couple of weeks when it's done, is that who I had to become to be able to get up there and do that was worth more than the talk itself to me, or worth just as much. And what had to happen was that my woman had to come out, like a whole new orientation for me of how I looked at the world, how I felt in myself, my level of turn on, of my true surrender to orgasm, to God, like whatever you want to call that force that's larger than you, the universe. And so who I had to become was just as valuable as the result. And I was talking with a client of mine a couple of days ago and asking her, what kind of woman has the relationship that you want to have? And then become her. And what would it be like to become her? Like, would that be something that was worth your time? Even if this relationship failed, even if something happened. And she said, well, what's going to happen is I'm going to become her, and then, my partner he's going to die on me, or, there's some way that I'm going to put all this work in, but then he'll leave or he'll keel over. And so it won't have been worth it. And what I told her is that the same way that who I had to become to give the talk was just as valuable as the talk itself, who she gets to be as she opens to him, as she keeps that feminine out in the face of pressure from the outside, as she educates instead of criticizes, as she opens up her sex, asks for what she wants, expresses her desire, finds ways to let him win, shows up in her glory no matter how he's showing up, that is worth it whether they stay together or not. And so that's the way, the orgasmic way to me, of why the journey is equally as important, is equally as enjoyable as the destination.